To understand a civilization, watch how it treats the dead. Mesopotamia, death was not an ending, but neither was it release. It was obligation, memory, dread. An afterlife, not of heaven or hell, but of dust. The Mesopotamians did not imagine the next world as a paradise. The afterlife, known as Irkalla, or the land of no return, was a shadow realm beneath the earth. Everyone went there, king or farmer, priest or thief. It was cold, dark, silent, a world of dust and clay where the dead drank from puddles and waited in stillness. You didn't get into Irkalla by virtue or belief. You got there because you died. And once there, the best you could hope for was to be remembered. And that's where the living came in. To have peace in the afterlife, your name had to be spoken. Offerings had to be made. Your descendants were expected to pour out drink, burn incense, and recite your name. This wasn't symbolic. It was survival. Forgotten soul faded into suffering, or worse, wandered among the living. Death, then, was not a solitary event. It was a social contract. Funerary rituals were vital. Bodies were washed, wrapped, buried beneath homes or in tombs. Grave goods included bowls, tools, even small figurines to serve the dead in the next world. Wealthier individuals received more, but even the poor tried to ensure something remained. The gods of the underworld were terrifying. Kegel ruled over Irkalla, a goddess of silence and inevitability. Her domain was not evil, but unyielding. Even the gods feared her realm. In the myth, The Descent of Inanna, the goddess of love and war is stripped of power as she descends into the land of the dead, a journey from which few return. These stories weren't just metaphors, they were warnings. The dead could not be undone. They had to be managed. Demons, too, lurked in the boundaries between life and death. Spirits like Adimu, thought to be ghosts of those improperly buried. They could cause disease, madness, or misfortune. Mesopotamian magic was filled with rituals to banish these entities, not because people were superstitious, but because the line between worlds was seen as porous. In a culture that invented writing, death was also about record-keeping. A life meant something if it left a mark, a tablet, a name, a lineage. Even kings worried about erasure. That's why their inscriptions so often end with threats. May the gods curse anyone who defaces this. To be forgotten was the ultimate punishment. Mesopotamians feared death, not for what it did to the body, but for what it could do to memory. And that fear shaped how they lived. Honor your ancestors. Leave descendants. Build something that endures. Be remembered. Because in the land of no return, only names survive the dust.